everyone.
Hello.
Good morning.
Buenos dias.
It's Monday morning marketing and coffee, and I've got Tracy with me. Look at this guy's smile. Isn't this a good smile? Isn't this a good smile? So today we are talking about 5 clear, regular, systematic referral systems and getting those in place for your small business. And this applies to everyone that has services. And it's often the most opportunity that you have right now to get new business. And it's often overlooked. We always think about these fancy things like social media and, your website and, print materials and all these different things, right? And referrals and the people you know now are most likely they're more likely than anything else to give you business right now.
Yeah, and it's not really overlooked, but man, it's easy if you get it right.
It's a lot easier than a lot of these other things. And I'll say this, is we're extremely aggressive about our marketing if you haven't noticed yet. If you go to our website, you'll see we're everywhere. We spend a lot of time on these things, but 62% of our business comes from referrals. So, and people that kind of track these things on a regular basis are like, whoa, that's low a lot of times. But to me, that's very high considering how much effort we put into these other things like search engine optimization, web design, etc.
Yeah, we get a lot of leads off our website.
Yeah, we do. But there's a lot of benefit to getting really good with these referral systems, right?
Yeah.
Super huge. So let's go through them. Let's go through 5 things that you can do now. And what's a system? So a system is, a calendar invite, an alarm. It's a clear Google Doc. It's a, something that you do kind of on a regular rhythmic basis.
Yeah. What I like about it, because I'm not very smart, when I have a system, I don't have to think about it. I just do.
Yeah, exactly. And if you are smart, you happen to be smart, it's your smart brain giving your dumb brain an opportunity to remember these things. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you're in a mood to remember all this stuff. Sometimes it's, it's something where you have, it's like when you put out your workout clothes in the morning, and then when you're tired and groggy, you see the workout clothes, you're like, oh yeah, I have to do that. Right? It's just reminding your dumb brain, your tired brain or whatever, that this is something that you need to do. So calendar invites, Google Docs. We have these cards. So this is going to be our first one that we're going to talk about. And actually, I'll let you talk about this because you came up with this idea. So this is a card. Here, I'll put it right here.
So I've been in sales for, I don't know, a decade or so, and referrals have always been a super important part, but getting people to refer business is hard. So my thought was like, how do I make it super, super easy? Yeah. And I have coffee with people all the time. I'm always giving like my regular business card, like, come, this is me, blah, blah, blah. But everybody just shoves that, throws it, whatever. They don't care. But so I said like, hey, let's make it a little bit juicier, and let's make it super, super straightforward what we're looking for. So this business card, on one side, it's got something that just jumps out. And what it says here is, know someone that Hook can help, receive $500. So it's like a real monetary value, $500. You can get people's attention for $500 on one side. But then on the other side, it just says exactly who we're looking for. So,
because people like to know that they can refer your business, but they often don't know what business to refer you. So we've gotten business from people who are like, well, that's not a right fit. I mean, I'm super grateful that you referred us that business. So for us, it's like growth-oriented companies that want more leads. Yeah. And often, it's roofing, home builders, consultants, manufacturers. They're ready to take their marketing and brand to the next level, and they're willing to invest in that. So this is one idea. Give people a clear monetary reward, or if you're like a hairstylist or something like that, give them a free haircut. If they give you referral business that results in closed business, have it on a card, make it dead simple to do. That was an amazing idea that Tracy had, and I strongly suggest checking that out. And ultimately, it's
copy it.
Yeah,
use it. Copy
that idea.
Nothing in marketing is sacred.
Yeah.
If we're doing it, you can do it.
Yes, exactly. And it's ultimately making it as simple as possible. And it's not just the direct business that comes from this. it's just a reminder that we are looking for referrals, and it's nice to know, it's nice for people to know exactly what that looks like, right?
Yeah.
All right, the second one here, we've got a more formalized written referral agreement. So if you come up with a document, it can be a Google Doc that you can swap out the names and stuff like that, and figure out what percentage makes sense and share it with people that are in complementary services. If you're, I use this example because Melissa always watches this, but if you're a hairstylist, maybe you go to a massage parlor, maybe you go to a nail place, maybe anything that relates to beauty, and you give them, a clear agreement on what you're willing to share with them as far as percentages of the stuff that comes in. Maybe it's for the first 6 months or something like that. Number 3, take someone out to lunch that could give you referrals and do it every week for a 3-month period. And I'll just say the way I did this was actually 10 times in a month. I think I actually tried to do 15 my first month of business. I put it in my marketing budget. I'm taking people to lunch. I'm taking people to lunch that could give me business. And so there's other agencies, freelancers, and it was also just anyone in the, and still construction. I was looking at construction and small business at that time. And there's an opportunity to use this as just, hey, I'm going to get in front of them. I'm not asking them for business right now. I'm just being nice. I'm being useful. I'm taking somebody to lunch, and I'm learning about what people want and need. And, I don't even, none of this stuff I push. I don't push, give me referrals. I say, hey, how can we be useful to you? Here's our thing, and I give them lunch. And ultimately that did sustain us. We got referrals from those people, and I continue to bring people to lunch when appropriate, and you are doing that as well.
Yeah, and one of the things that I always ask when I have lunch with people is, like Tim said, how can I serve you? What types of people are you looking for? Because when I have a good idea of what people are looking for their ideal customers, because I know what mine is, it's crystal clear. I've got it written down. Most people don't. But when I've got a crystal clear idea of how I can be useful, and then I demonstrate how other people can be useful to me, it's super helpful. And that kind of leads us into our next tip, right? And I'll just jump in. I'm going to take this one from you.
Go for it.
And I do this on a regular basis because we get so many leads here at Hook that we make it a goal to give out 3 referrals each week. And so the more referrals I give out to people, the more interested the more interested they are in helping us out as well. And so,
and just being that connector, you know what I mean? If you're a connector, to me, that's the referral mode we want to be in. We're just connecting. If somebody needed a mortgage broker, I personally would like to know one that I could suggest, and I'm not.
I've got people.
Yeah, but ultimately, it's also along the lines of like, hey, people adjacent. I think that's the most important thing. People adjacent, services that are complementary to yours, and get really good at giving those referrals out. If you get really good at giving referrals out, you're much more likely to get referrals, right? Because people are reminded of you. You're just the type of person that shares good service providers.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And I think that it's something to think about no matter what business you're in.
Absolutely.
And then lastly, I'll talk about surprising and delighting existing customers. So how does this lead to more referrals? Well, so many of our new clients come from existing clients talking about us.
Yeah.
And, you can call it selfish or whatever, but using an opportunity to be extra nice to somebody that you think is going to be giving you referrals, like that's a powerful opportunity. And I don't need to go into super specific stuff that would negate the point of being nice to these people randomly and surprising and delighting them. But there's things you can do that are over and above. Maybe you give yourself a budget each 3-month period of doing something kind of crazy nice, like remarkable, to existing ideal customers. And yeah, it is not a bad idea to prioritize them based on who's going to talk about it the most.
Absolutely.
I think that that's a super huge opportunity. And I think that, if you're honest with yourself, hey, this person talks about us a lot.
Yeah.
I'm going to go give them a really clear opportunity to do that. I'm going to give them something super, super nice that's undeniable, that they'll want to share on social media, that they'll want to talk about to their friends. It sounds a little selfish or whatever, but you got to run your business. You got to there's an opportunity. And if you're surprising and delighting, it's still a super nice thing, right? So there you go. There they are, quick. It's a card that promises monetary reward or a free haircut or something like that. More formalized written agreement. Take somebody out to lunch. Creating a goal around that. Make it a goal to give 3 referrals a week, and surprising and delighting existing customers. And just to go through this one more time, what does the system include? It doesn't include a commitment to yourself, or it doesn't include just a note in your phone, right? No. It's a calendar invite, paper materials, Google Docs, an alarm on your phone that tells you to do something every day. It's something that nudges you even if you're in dumb mode, as I like to call it.
Yeah.
And if you refer us business, hey, if you refer us business, $500. So, this isn't friendly promotion time for Hook Agency, but if you refer us business that closes that we have a new customer from in the end, we'll give you $500.
I like it.
Is that fun? I hope it's fun. And ultimately, you want this stuff to be fun. Otherwise, you're not going to do it.
Exactly.
So try to make your stuff fun. Try to get systems in place. And as I always say, you know what my ending line is?
Do more of what you like to do. Do more.
Yeah, do more of what you love this week.
All
do
right.
a little bit more of what you love this week. And I appreciate Tracy. Thanks for coming on.
Hey, thanks for the invite, Tim.
We are trying to get to LinkedIn with this live video thing.
Coming soon. And we're going to stop bugging you on Facebook. However, I do appreciate all that watching. Last week's video got 300 views. Dang.
It's kind of crazy. It's because my mom shared it, and she's like super aggressive on social media.
She referred you out, man.
You got to have those referral partners like your mom. And guys, check it out. I'm going to leave it in the comments on this, but we also have the first episode of our new format for our podcast dropped this morning. It's called Next Level, the Next Level Contractor Podcast, but it's for small businesses, construction companies, and it's about making more profit. So if you want to make more money, check out this podcast. It'll be in the comments. If you don't want to make money, ignore it completely. And have a great week, guys. Bye.
Hey, buddy.